Imagine waking up one morning to a knock on your door. It's the police. They say your DNA was found at a crime scene, a murder. You're stunned. You've never even been to that part of town. But here's a twist. Your DNA does match. Now what? This video explores a terrifying question. What if your DNA is the same as a criminal's? Could you be blamed, arrested, or even imprisoned for a crime you didn't commit? Let's dive into the science, the justice system, and the chilling implications of this. Let's start with the basics. DNA is like the software that runs your body, a long code that controls everything from your eye colour to how your cells grow. Here's the wild part. 99% of our DNA is exactly the same across all humans. It's the 0.1% that sets us apart. And it's this small slice that forensic scientists use to tell people apart. That tiny difference, it's powerful enough to put someone behind bars. DNA revolutionised crime solving. Even a single drop of blood or a strand of hair can link someone to a crime scene with astonishing accuracy. Agencies around the world maintain DNA databases, like CODIS in the US, which holds millions of profiles. Match the DNA from a crime scene to someone in the system, boom, case closed. Or is it? Here's where the things get murky. DNA doesn't always point to the exact person. Sometimes it only partially matches. That partial match, it could be your brother, your cousin, maybe even you. And once you're flagged, even if you're innocent, your life could turn into a nightmare, interviews, surveillance, even arrests. You don't need to do anything wrong to fall under suspicion, just the wrong genes at the wrong time. So this was one of the biggest breakthroughs in forensic history, the Golden State Killer. Cold for decades, solved in 2018, but here's a twist. Police didn't have Joseph DeAngelo's DNA, they had relatives uploaded the genealogy site. From there they built an entire family tree and narrowed it down to him. A win for justice, yes, but also a wake-up call. Your DNA just doesn't affect you, it can affect your entire family. Now let's go really deep. What if a DNA test shows you share markers of violent criminals? Not that you are one, but that your genes resembles theirs. Should an employer be allowed to see that? What about an insurance company or a government agency? It sounds dystopian, but it's closer than you think. The truth is, your DNA can look guilty to someone, even when you're completely innocent. Here's what they don't tell you when you split into that test tube. Some genealogy companies sell your DNA data, and yes, police can buy it. Combine that with the fact that people of colour are disproportionately represented in DNA databases, and you've got a recipe for systemic bias. Worst of all, you might never have consented to any of this, but if your cousin uploaded your data, you're already exposed. Let's set the record straight. There's no such thing as a criminal gene. Yes, some genetic factors might make you more impulsive or more likely to take risks, but that doesn't mean you'll break the law. Your environment, your upbringing, your experiences and your choices all matter. DNA is not a sentence, it's a story and you're the author. So could you be implicated in a crime because of your DNA? Of course you can. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your genetic code looks familiar to a criminal's. This isn't science fiction, it's real life. The justice system is powerful, but it's also flawed. The more you know, the more you protect yourself and others. This is where you come in. Would you even send your DNA to a company like 23andMe? Do you trust the police to use that data responsibly? Or are we opening the door to something dangerous? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more truth bombs like this, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.